My name is Samantha Boyer, and I would like to discuss the passage titled Why We Work by Andrew Curry. This essay discusses the changes in our workforce through the years. I can relate to many of the mentioned parts, including long hours, stress, and being a discontent employee. As a young woman, I entered the workforce, and I experienced many of these firsthand. Although the title is Why We Work, I'm not sure that the question is one that is easily answered. Of course, the answer would be as unique as the individual answering it. But the general answers have changed with time, the economy, and the structure of our workforce. Years ago, work was just life. Farm chores, gardening, and needs were met by the family workforce. As time progressed, work changed indeed, and we seem very far from the family workforce that once was. The Industrial Revolution aided in this change. The Great Depression also made huge changes in this. The essay discussed the idea of the 6-hour workday proposed by Mr. Kellogg, who wanted to cut costs but still provide employment. It wasn't until FDR was in office that this was changed. There was much propaganda suggesting that hard work gives us identity, which coincided with the deep religious roots suggesting that hard work is pleasing to God. The ideals took root, and coupled with the hope and promise of the American dream, have led to much of our overworked population today, in my opinion. Many have all but lost hope of the American dream because we're too busy to dream. No longer do we leave our jobs and enjoy leisure with our family, but our work lives seem to direct the lives that we live. I work very hard to provide for my family. As Mr. Curry mentioned, I work not only to make money, but to prove my value as an employee. Many of us take on the previously mentioned stress and long hours to show that we are invaluable and irreplaceable, though this is a futile race. Employees and their families are no longer valued but a commodity. Feeling overworked and stressed might be all right if appreciation was felt. We're discontent because one of our most fundamental needs isn't being met, and that's security. We are all just one disaster away from being displaced workers. For example, I worked from the age of 19 as a phlebotomist for a blood bank. I worked long, irregular hours, often over an hour from home. I picked up every shift that I possibly could and put the company's needs in front of the needs of my family. I missed my child's first goal at a soccer game, field trips and programs, proving my value as a good employee, all while feeling like an inferior mother. I made enough to provide for my family, but was too tired to enjoy the family when I was actually with them. I then felt the need to buy more things, which I needed to work more for. Things like processed foods because I was just too tired to cook dinner or to garden. Also, I felt guilty for not being around, so I felt that I needed to at least buy them nice things. After nearly a decade of proving my value, I was fired due to a knee surgery that was completely out of my control. It did not matter to the company that I was good or that I was a loyal employee or that I had a family to provide for. All that mattered was that I was gone for a few weeks and they could hire someone new and available immediately who they could pay less. Even though they didn't have the same experience that I had or know the job the way that I did or care like I did. In closing, I'm not sure what the future holds for our nation's workforce, but I'm seeking additional education with the goal of making myself more valuable so that I can continue to provide for my family and benefit our nation. Thank you.